today we have a special guest, John from Gala. How's it going?
Hey, it's going great. Nice to be here, Justin. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So yeah, today's talk we're talking about play to earn, the play to earn economy, and its impact on, I guess, gamers and even workers in other markets as well. But before we dive a little bit deeper into that, I guess John, you want to do like a quick intro about your background and what you're in charge of?
Yeah, I'd love to. So I have the my childhood dream title of President of Games at Gala, I've come in mainly my specialty over my career. It's monetization in games and new models for that. I spent a lot of time in free to play. I've been in gaming for about 15 years. Probably the most formative years I spent were at Zynga with Eric Schiermeier, who's our CEO currently. And I feel somewhat guilty for some of the tactics, the mechanics we created at that time, which really are used in a widespread way in free to play today. That created kind of the whale-based mechanics that have kind of created the system that exists today. That I think blockchain solves. That you actually folks who are spending tens of thousands of dollars on items in mobile games right now, somewhere in their heart or head believe that they're owning those digital assets, and they're not. But now they can. So this is a role of redemption for me in gaming. Over the years, I love startups. I've done a bunch of mobile startups. I did a chat startup. Was most recently at Electronic Arts, trying to do a game with Gala Games. And the more I spoke to the guys, I was like, I have got to shift over where I am on this Zoom call. So yeah, swapped out computers, same seat, and here I am.
Awesome. Yeah, it's always how it works in the industry. You come in from the other side, and then you get down the rabbit hole, and you're like, oh wow, it's time to dive deeper into this. And I'm glad to hear that you came from like the actual traditional gaming space into both on traditional games and then video games as well too, to get into the crypto game space as well too. So I think that adds a lot of good expertise and thinking about that as well. When you say that you're kind of like head of all the games as well too, with Gala Games, you guys are developing or working with a lot of developers on multiple games on that front, or how's that work?
Absolutely. So I'll take this moment to do a pitch to all of the independent developers out there. So our vision for Gala in the future is that we really are a platform company. If you think of Gala.games, we want that to be like Steam or the Epic Store, where if you want to launch on Gala blockchain and have your sales go through Gala.games for NFTs and distribution of games, which by the way could be distributed anywhere. You could do that in a self-service kind of format. Here's the API, here's the deal that we have, which is the same for everybody. Starting from scratch, trying to do that, it's pretty hard to convince great developers to develop games for your platform where you have no traction, no customers, and it's a completely new model. So we started solving that by developing our own games, and like any platform, we want first-party exclusives, so we will always do that. So our in-house development is Townstar, which is just gone, play to earn, Mirandus, which is a really big title. It's an open-world fantasy RPG. Those are first-party, and then we really now span as we got traction. Now we have a customer base. We have a terrific community on our Discord. Now we're finally able to go out and start being a publisher as well. So the other games you see here, Spider Tanks, which is in beta right now, and I'd love to talk about the model we have behind that. Echoes of Empire, Fortified, and a couple others that we're going to be announcing soon. These are all games that we're publishing, and if you are a developer that's out there that's thinking about exploring blockchain gaming, where Gala is really different here. We do the same deal for everybody, and we don't just give you a check in the tech to get the blockchain in. We fully partner with all of our external development, which means from the beginning, before we even sign the contract, we agree on what kind of game we're going to build, genre, and how NFTs are going to play into the game. We do a recoupable dev cost, we do recoupable marketing, and our goal is then to bring the game to pre-sale and recruit the entire dev budget before the game comes to market. So by the time it comes to market, it's a 50-50 rev share. And you control the IP, but it's a partnership where it's not just here's some tech, go figure out how NFTs are going to work in it. we bring that expertise to the table, and we actually go to market as part of it. So we actually bring it to market and bring monetization too. And it really is, mentioning that we come from games, that really is where we come from as a company. So I think if you look at how entities have come into the space, many of them come from, oh, there's an interest in crypto. Oh, NFTs are kind of cool. Oh, collectibles. That's what you're going to do with NFTs. And then, oh my God, actually, games is what you really want to do with this. We better figure out how to do games. We came the other way, and this is really from our CEO's foresight. Our company started in 2017 with this objective of seeing free to play, knowing how that industry works, and realizing, why not? Why not align objectives and let people actually own the assets that you're selling them?
Yeah, thanks for kind of running us through kind of your guys' current games and the way that you guys are approaching that too. It's also really good to hear that in terms of just beyond of here's a marketplace, here's a platform for you guys to just like launch to. You guys are onboarding and helping them in terms of hand in hand in terms of the game design, blockchain design, and token economics and NFTs as well too. So it's really cool to hear about that. When it comes to like the play to earn economy, when you guys are looking across like all these different games as well too, are you guys looking at it from like per game basis? Like each game has its own NFTs, and then it's all tied back to the Gala token. I guess how you guys are looking at that from a multi-game standpoint.
So this is a world of testing and seeing what works. It is so early. I feel like we're always testing it and looking for heat in the market to figure out how this is all going to work ultimately. And I think we have two kind of different styles at play right now. Townstar, which just went play to earn, I think it was yesterday or the day before. This is a really cool game. It is a little. It looks like Farmville, but man, it is not. As friendly as this game looks, this is a hardcore optimization game. So what I really love about it is it's deep and it's really hard. Like what you'll find out if you play this game, you can pretty easily get yourself in a situation where your only option is a complete and total reset. So it's a hardcore. It's a real game. Like it's a real game. And what we did in this one is the intention. It is play to earn, but it's play to earn where the intention really here is that the person playing who owns the NFTs is playing their own NFTs in the game to earn. So it's daily objectives that you achieve, and then the amount of town coin you earn is dependent on which Gala NFTs you have in the game that are for sale for Gala coin. That's how that comes in. Or we tied in our Vox collectibles into this. So the first Vox release, which is a series of 8,888 NFT collectibles with 160 attributes and rarity. The more rare a Vox is, you can bring them into your world and they earn. So the idea there really is to add another layer into this type of gameplay and start rewarding users who have bought epic storages and the like. And the way that works is the more rare an item is in the universe, the more town coin it earns. So very, very early days there, but it's a great time to get in on it right now and an exciting time. And then I'll be a little long-winded on
no worries.
On spider tanks, which really we looked at. Man, I have been obviously like many amazed and impressed with what's happened with Axie Infinity, where it's in this world. It's not folks that are. Although I think actually the company's intention was likely that you would own your Axies and play your Axies and collect more Axies to get more energy and to earn more currency. The community really forged the future here, where it's this relationship between scholars and managers that creates a group that is playing with the NFTs and a group that is owning the NFTs and having those two work together. So we took a lot of hints from that, but I saw a lot of problems with it in that Spider Tanks is not, we don't want it just be, I think there's essentially businesses set up that just own Axies, right?
Guilds and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we want you to play this game. This is a fun game. It's a real game. It's like a battle brawler little MOBA. The special thing about it is tanks are made up of a weapon and a body. So you have all these different combinations where body is movement, speed, and hit points, and movement type, and the weapon is damage type and DPS. So there's like unlimited possibilities of these little combinations you could do of different rarities. To fit this into the our blockchain world, each one of those items, they level up from level 0 to 30, and that level stays if you sell them. Each upgrade is variable, so it can be perfect, great, good, or poor. So by the time you get to level 30, there's a wide variance in the stats of any given item, and you invest. You do that by earning spider coin in the game, and then you use that to do the upgrades. If you buy common, that's level 0. So those are the entry level. I think that's what is that? I see $5.99 on a common body.
Yeah, $5.99. Yeah,
$50, right? So you can get a common tank body and weapon for, I think it's something like $120, $140, and start playing the game. If you buy an uncommon, that's already leveled up to level 5, and it's had all perfect upgrades, and it goes up like that until ancient, which is level 28. So the people that are playing the game and owning the more valuable assets, they're constantly looking for more spider coin to get the best upgrades. You can cancel an upgrade if you don't like it, and then keep going. And we're launching this as an esport. And if you think of it, the way we think about this is that it's kind of it is a pay-to-win esport in the same way that F1 racing is a pay-to-win sport, right? So you have Lewis Hamilton's the greatest driver through skill, but he's driving for Mercedes, and they have the best cars. So I think it brings a whole new aspect of expertise that an esports team manager outside could bring, because you're really looking at which tanks are the best. What is your garage that you could offer to the best athletes out there? But when we looked at the things that I really didn't like about my experience with Axie Infinity from a manager perspective, one is if you believe that scholars are what drives that system, new scholars coming in to play the Axies, and that's what's driven the growth. If you believe that, then you want that to be as frictionless as possible, that relationship to be forged. And what I found was the first thing, going through the process of becoming a manager took me maybe 5 hours to set everything up, learn enough about Axies to buy a team that I thought, isn't the worst team. I don't think they're great, but
yeah,
at least to that. At that point, now it's time to find a scholar. You find them on the Discords, and what I found there was I thought was pretty shocking. There's a message posted to that scholarship Discord, I'd say once every 10 seconds, and if you look at the posts, some of them are actually, like, I've seen Photoshop production quality resumes.
I've seen it too.
They're long form, essentially resumes, even in text, for why you should choose somebody, but the speed is overwhelming. It's and the folks that are posting there they're putting personally identifiable information, sensitive information, trying to convince you to pick them. So picked one, and I still haven't been able to do it. I think I'm like 3 months in. My scholars will not stop calling me sir and telling me how blessed they are to have me. And these are people that I'm not. We're in a business relationship. I'm not. We're not. They do not have to treat me that way. But they all told me they'd been posting in that Discord for months trying to get a scholarship before finally getting one with me.
And so the process is like, there's just a lot of it seems
it's inefficient, but it's also completely disempowering for the scholars. There's no reason that they have to go through that. And then I thought it was difficult that the last step of that process is there's like a QR code to send them to log in. So you take the picture of that, and the thing literally says on it, "Do not ever show this to anyone." You send that to a stranger you just met on the internet. Like it feels pretty risky. On the other side, what I realized is I had nothing to worry about. You have all the power as a manager. And for the scholars, then they have to work for 2 weeks making quota before their currency
just to break.
And at that point, if I wanted to pull the Axies, sell them, disappear, there's absolutely nothing that Sky Mavis could do to me. if I sell and buy Axies and change account. Come on, and the other piece of it is that the rev share is totally done on Discord. That I promised to do this. This is not what blockchain's about, right?
Mm-hmm. But on chain and gambling, yeah.
Right. Blockchain is immutable. There's smart like this is not what it's about. So what we're doing is spider tanks. So you can own a garage full of tanks. You can take them. You set a rev share on it. You can set an ELO score that is the minimum requirement for it. You can whitelist it to specific people if you want, and you throw it in the pool. And then if you're what we call a pilot, captain's own tanks. If you're a pilot, just load up. You get a Gala account. You got a wallet. You load it up. You grab a tank. You play. You win. You get paid. That's it. There's no more. You don't got to dance for your dinner on Discord. You don't have to call anybody sir. Mm-hmm. Like it's empowering for everybody.
The gamers, yeah.
And if you're good at the game, you're gonna keep getting better and better. You're gonna get access to better tanks. You're gonna get access to matches that make more coin. You're actually going to be empowered to rise through the ranks. You're gonna have something to say. Hey, here's my resume. I want a 75% share if I'm gonna pilot your tank.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the model that we're putting into Spider Tanks and really looking to put into a lot of the games. Actually, I think we're going to look to do that for Townstar too, to make it so it's if you want to play somebody's use somebody's NFTs to play the game and make a daily objective, great. Here let's make an agreement and it's all automatic again. So we're looking to remove friction from this relationship between folks who are owning NFTs and playing with the highest level goods and the folks that just want to play to earn, but also connecting it so the people that are really talented, and these are real games that we're building. If you're really talented, you have an opportunity to become an esports athlete through this, and we're doing that by sponsoring tournaments all over. So right at the end of November, Spider Tanks World Cup is going to launch. We're doing a big tournament in Korea.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we're going pretty hard after all this stuff.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. Is what you're telling me in terms of like the design thinking when you guys are developing the play to earn economy and the guild and manager and gamer relationship as well too. It seems like there's one model that seems it's very transactional. It's like they're just playing to work and just sit there. It seems like you're trying to flip the script where you rely on gamers to really progress and actually like get even better in the game and even earn more too, back to the gamer side as well. So, and then also trying to wrap that all on chain too. So that's super cool to hear you guys going through that as well. With I guess with the different games as well too. So I'm assuming that if you're having spider coins, you can buy spider coins then. But then can you also take the NFT or just sell the NFT back and transfer it back to Gala and then jump into another game? Is that how your guys' system works?
So all of our NFTs right now are Ethereum based. We're going to be launching Gala Chain, which makes this system that I described, where essentially when you upgrade an item, it's burned and minted without a gas fee. So that will be very fluid. But at any of our stuff at any time, like we also our two founders, we had Eric Schiermeyer is one. He came from Zynga co-founder. He brought the gaming background, this idea that we were going to change free to play. Ray Thurston's our other one. He's a blockchain OG, right? So we believe firmly in decentralization. Anytime you have a Gala chain, you can swap it to an Ethereum asset now with its new stats and level, and you can go sell that wherever you want. You can go transfer it wherever. You can sell it wherever. We're not a closed marketplace. This is all it's all decentralized.
Awesome. And just a reminder for everybody watching too, we kind of highlight with Spider Tanks. We're happy to mention that for NFTCON participants, if you go to NFTCON.co, NFT drop, Gala is actually doing a drop for some of the Spider Tanks as well too. So for the Whale Shark tanks, so be sure to check that out. Yeah. I think if you want to get early lead and actually want to start participating in the game. We got some spider tanks that are going to give away.
They look like they swim around on the board, which then the body is always the shark, which is cool because you can put anything on the top of the shark. when you buy one of these tanks, we do a special hero tank release, usually about once a month. It comes with body, weapon, and skin. If you see this thing,
yeah. So it's
yeah,
like
so that
it's like
body,
just swimming.
you can like throw anything on top of it. It's awesome. It looks really cool, and it kind of navigates like a boat. And the thing on top is called the finisher, where we got some dads here. So it's got like a homing missile. So it kind of it goes underground, which it just makes it look like water and finds its target and blows up. It is totally sick, and I hope you win it.
Awesome. So yeah, be sure to join in on the NFT drop. Gala Games is gonna get you into the whale shark game, so you can start competing and earning as well too. Townstar just launched. Spider Tanks is also gearing up as well too. Love to talk a little bit more about the future as well and see like Mirandus is also another big one that's coming up in developments as well as Fortified and this even big space game as well too. But
sure. This year you're going to see a lot of stuff coming out on Mirandus and Echoes of Empire. I feel Michael McCarthy is our creative director for Mirandus. This is his world so much that I almost feel off really delving too deeply into it. But it is such a cool game. This is a game where to play you can start by buying an exemplar, which are very much like races in World of Warcraft kind of thing. That they just have different skills, different advantages as they go through this world. Cool thing about Mirandus, the kind of mid tiers is the buildings, which can be essentially businesses that you run within the world, right? So if you want if you're going questing and you want potions, you better go to a potion shop. You want health, you go to a tavern to get food. You want to up your health, take a rest at an inn. Weapons from somebody who has a forge. People who have stables can breed horses and sell them. So it's this whole living world. And then added to that is land is real in Mirandus. So every one of those businesses needs a piece of land in Mirandus to live on. So that can go from renting out the back spot of somebody's homestead to a village to one of the 5 citadels in the world, which are all unique and lead into the overall story and the universe that is created. But think of it that way. Imagine like a open world fantasy RPG where everything is really owned by the owners. Like I think the way we thought about this one was, if you were to launch a game like this that was free to play, what would be the ultimately what would people buy? What would be the microtransactions, and then what are the economies driving those transactions? Okay, let's give those to players. Of different levels. So you have multiple levels in this. You have just the folks that are playing. You have the folks that are running the businesses, and you have the folks that are the landowners. And the land in Mirandus, all that it will ever be is out there now. So all the deeds are out.
So if you want to get in an early part of owning the different land pieces, definitely go look out for it.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot announced for that one. It's really exciting the progress that the game is making, and the experiences that you're going to be able to have even this year are I think people are going to be pretty happy with.
Awesome. And it seems like this is going to come out for PC and Mac as well too. Is that kind of like the games that you guys are all going for? Is like it seems you mix between browser but also like in desktop experience as well too, right?
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of the ones that are Mac PC, we're actually building them. Not all of them, but some of them are being built that they could be portable to mobile.
Okay.
Either in a sideload fashion, or I think it's inevitable that all the platforms are going to embrace blockchain and gaming. So we're just preparing ourselves for that future. Fortified is a really cool, strategy tower defense game. We're gonna have more. I was just looking at all the tower up. All the towers are for all the upgrade levels are done. Think of this like a Clash of Clans style game, but with a lot of innovation around how you build out your defenses and attack, and that you actually truly own all of them. Taking this in a similar fashion to this the play to earn system that I've been describing, where you kind of have two levels of competition. The folks that are really trying to upgrade their stuff to the highest level, owning additional sets of NFTs and bases that others can play to help them earn as they go along that path.
When you say this is like the PvP, is it like two people competing against each other and not dying? They have to defend the most of
it's
their lanes?
Asynchronous. So you kind of set your defense, and then you can get attacked, and then playing the game, you can take your troops out and attack.
Got it.
And steal coin, it's going to be pretty cool. If you think about what blockchain could bring to a game like this, where there's resources that you're pillaging, and having those resources become real,
nice.
It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Awesome. I've played a lot of these tower defense games at Warcraft days and Starcraft days, so this is a good throwback as well too. Awesome.
Echoes is, oh man, there's going to be so much on this game coming out this year between now and GalaCon. We're doing a lot of stuff for GalaCon. This is
so what's GalaCon actually? Yeah, get into
that. It is what has become an enormous conference experience for us in December, where really we're lining up a lot of the major releases for this game. These games that would oh no, that's not it. I don't even know if we have a website, man. But that's not it. That is funny. That one is for like bronies.
I was like, okay, you guys can
not our bag.
Brony NFTs. I was like, okay, you guys are doing Brony NFTs.
First time I looked it up, that's what I found too. I think we definitely need a website for GalaCon. A lot of the stuff that we would be launching, I think, in like maybe this might hit in November, December this year. We're kind of piling it all on this our conference in Vegas. We're going to have a lot of unique spaces themed for all of these games, a lot of announcements, new completely new NFT economies launched in a lot of the games. Plus there's games that, like, those 3 empty spots are going to be filled. We're holding back announcing some new games just for GalaCon. Nice. So that's really exciting. Echoes of Empire is a space-based 4X, and it's we've got something so cool planned for releasing. First releasing kind of the universe that will be, and letting folks study it, decide where they want to be, create guilds before the game ever launches. All that's going to be coming in the next few months. This team is just blown me away with their creativity and storytelling. So what's going to be coming out, the story behind the world and how deep it goes. I'm really excited about it, and it leads me back to just the same, like, at our heart, like, what I bring to a lot of this personally is fitting NFTs into the strategy and monetization strategy of the game, and one that works for everybody. The developers that we're working with, both externally and externally, they're just great game makers that have been making games for years and years and years, and it's that love of games that's brought me into the industry, and it's what has brought a lot of the folks that we have at Gala Games here. So blockchain is just we think it's the it's going to blend into the background. Of course I own my stuff. It's a free to play game. Of course I own my stuff. Why wouldn't I? I paid for it. Versus this is a blockchain game, and it's gonna solve the problem with free to play, which is not inherently evil. It's a style of play that obviously is created. It's as big as console and PC combined now, because people like the style of play. It's a style of play that is consistent play, progress that you can just check in on all the time, and it's a social style of play. Whether collaborative or competitive, it's something that just resonates with people and gamers all over the world. We're just fixing the problem with it by having this new lovely blockchain technology to add to it and let people really, really own the stuff that they buy. You can own the stuff that you buy. Why not?
Finally, right? Giving back power to the gamers. Awesome. Well, yeah, I guess we're hitting the tail end of our talk here, but thank you for kind of running us down through like all the different games that are coming, and there's the 3 empty slots that we'll have to look out for and do another follow up with you guys when GalaCon. I'm pretty sure we'll definitely be there as well too, so we'll do some
Yeah,
coverage there.
excellent. I hope to see
Everybody
you there. If you're a developer looking to get into to blockchain games, I'm John at Gala.games, and we're always looking for great game makers
Awesome.
with new ideas. So please let us know. And
Well, thanks, John.
go play Town Star. Go play Town Star and get some Town Coin.
All right, I'm about to hop on in. Okay, great. Well, thanks for coming on, John. I know you've been pretty busy. We'll definitely keep in touch and look forward to the upcoming game launches and existing games.
Thanks, Justin. I had a great time today. Really appreciate it.
All right, awesome. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, take care.